Good morning, everybody. If you've got something that you need to come out about today and you're wondering what's in your way, how you can get around it, and how you can be more mindful, you have come to the right place. Good morning. My name is Seth. I run Comingouttarot.com. You can always find out more about me over there. Good morning, Liz. Hi, how are you? I have been listening to an incredible podcast called Uncloseted with Rick Clemens, and kind of got into his blog yesterday after listening to podcasts, and I was like, I'm gonna go see what else he's writing about, and kind of reading some of his stuff. Dug into his Twitter, answered a couple Twitter questions that he had out there, and then I sent him a message. It was like, maybe we can find a way that we can work together, since you're doing stuff about coming out of the closet and I'm doing some stuff about coming out of the closet. And he said, let's talk. So let's send him a message today and see what's going on. I'm kind of excited about it. But today is about you and whatever it is that you've got to come out about today. So we're going to get these cards in the right order. I'm using my Tarot Illuminati today, a little behind. Things are running a little behind. I even put my shirt on inside out to work out when I was getting dressed in the dark. So maybe it's going to be one of those kind of days. It's going to be one of those kind of days. All right, while I'm getting these in the right order, if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching this on the replay, by the way. Hit that thumbs up button if you find this content useful, because not only does it let me know it's good, it is going to be an interesting day, but it hits that algorithm button, basically, so it gets it in front of other people who also need to see this message. All right, we're almost there. Okay, obstacle, action, mindfulness. All right, our obstacle today is the Princess of Wands. Our action is the Five of Swords, and our mindfulness is the Queen of Swords. Interesting to me, Wands, couple swords. This is going to be one of those days where we feel like we have to fight for everything that is within us to communicate. So when you're ready to come out about something, and we talked a lot yesterday about how keeping something in can be ulcerous. When you're ready to come out about something and it's time for it to happen, sometimes it can come out very quickly and with a lot of energy and inspiration, and without regard to others that are around you and how they might take in that information. How much do you need to be prepared for that? Sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's nobody else's business but yours, and how you need to come out about something. Especially if you're coming out about something like being gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender. If you're in that kind of space, then it's nobody else's business how you come out. You can be mindful of people's feelings, but that doesn't mean that coming out should be hindered or stopped in any way. Because it's people's feelings that probably kept you from coming out until this point in the first place, and how you might be affected by how they feel, and that's a hindrance. So know that coming out is still important, and the way they feel about you after you come out shouldn't be a hindrance. How they feel during the process is something that you may want to be respectful of, because the way people receive information means that it needs to be heard, and if they're not hearing you, then either extremely they don't need to be a part of your life, or in the not so extreme, it's entirely possible that they won't hear the message in the way that you want to communicate it, and that isn't always the most effective, especially for relationships that we want to maintain and grow. All right, so to have the Princess of Wands here in our obstacle, and by the way, mindfulness is the most important thing today. To have our Princess of Wands here in our obstacle, it is challenging to get your ideas out. It's a especially those really energetic ones, those ones that you're like, I have to share this with the world, and I don't quite know how, but it needs to happen now. That kind of energy coming out, you may have some challenges around communication. You may have some challenges around how you articulate your idea. So how do we get around that? Five of Swords. This is the Five 5s are always challenging for me because they always represent challenges for me. So if we've already got an obstacle and we're putting a challenge in front of it, this is not the easiest day to get this message out. The ability to get around the challenge of communication is actually in putting down defenses and taking a stand no matter what the challenge is. So to me, this is encouraging you to continue to share your message, get that thing you need to come out about out there. Know that you're probably gonna step in it a little bit. You might put your foot in your mouth. You might hurt some feelings, and you might come out with some hurt feelings. But in either case, you have got your message out there, even if you have to step away from some people for a little while. And when you're coming out about something, sometimes that's the best thing to do, is step away and let it marinate. All right, how can you be more mindful during the process? This is our lovely Queen Elizabeth, the Queen of Swords. At least she looks like her, doesn't she? All right, mindfulness during the process today. 10,000 foot view. What are the choices I made? What were the results of those choices? And right, me too. It's not the first time I would have I do it all. I think I do it daily. I probably do it daily. I could probably do it more. Need to change a battery on something, that beep. And the ferrets are playing as usual. Anyway, so yeah, this is a real type. What was the decision you made? What was the result? And how do you mimic that or not in the future? You're making very strong decisions today, and the mindfulness is around what were the choices I made and how did I make them so I can either repeat or not repeat. We see that a lot in mindfulness, but today it's really about how you think about it, how you do lessons learned, how you look back on these things. Instead of something like yesterday we're doing some creative art or making some lists, it's not any of that. It's all reflection up here. So whatever the best way is for you to reflect. All right, one other thing that I would pass on. I think that the experience of coming out about whatever it is that you've got to come out about is leading towards a maturity in how you work through these types of things, especially with the mindfulness exercise. You're on a trajectory to mature through that. You just got to step in it a little bit. So be ready for it, acknowledge it, learn from it, move on. All right, I hope this is helpful. If it is, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button so it helps me know it's helpful and it gets it in front of other people. If you haven't already, do subscribe so we can keep track of each other, and share this out with your friends who you think might need this kind of coming out message support today. If you haven't already checked out the readings for January around health, wealth, and wellness, we're getting to mid-month. That thing's getting more insistent. We're getting to mid-month, so it's a great time to check in and see if you're still on that same trajectory and if there's changes you need to make, or if you want to continue making choices about staying on the same trajectory around your health, wealth, and relationships, or your body, your money, and your husband, boyfriend, partner, whatever. All right, thanks everybody. I hope you have a great Thursday, or we're past hump day. See ya.